like I'm traveling super light. I never travel this light, and it's for a good reason. My bags didn't make it. And the bad news is, I wore flip-flops for a duck hunt. So right now, I've got 3 Winchester shotguns, a raincoat, rain pants, and flip-flops. We've got no gear. We're gonna be going 3.5 hours away. We're going to Buck Paradise. No idea when our bags will ever come, if they come. So it's gonna be a great duck hunt. I'm looking forward to it, but I might be duck hunting in flip-flops.
Well, I'm happy to report that a lot of geese showed up to our field here tonight, so we're gonna come here first thing in the morning. Gonna set up. They all set up in that far corner up there. It's looking like it's gonna be a south wind tomorrow. We're gonna mix. We got lessers and big Canada geese, both landing in this field, so it's gonna be quite a good shoot. You guys stay tuned. It's gonna be a lot of action. Them big graders are gonna look great on film. We'll get that heart rate up. We'll have a good time. Put some geese in the dirt tomorrow.
I grew up in central Minnesota, and as much as I love hunting big game, well, it's been a long time since I've been able to do a really cool waterfowl hunt. Well, no more waiting. I was headed up to Saskatchewan on an incredible adventure, going to Buck Paradise right outside of Paradise Hill, Saskatchewan, and I knew this was going to be amazing. The amount of ducks, geese, I had heard all about it, but I had never experienced anything like it, and I knew I was going to be in for quite a treat. Well, lucky for me, it's not too cold out here this morning. My bags never did make it, so I'm looking a little plump out here in the field right now, but I'm pretty excited. We've got a really nice spread set up here. We're getting all the decoys set up. It's not a lot of wind this morning, not too cool. Should be just perfect. So we should have everything set up shortly and get in our bunks.
So the first morning you have a wake-up call for 4:30. Of course, you wake up 15-20 minutes before the alarm clock because you're so anxious to go. Get downstairs, grab a cup of coffee, and drive out to the field. And of course, every guide's a little bit different. We worked with John. He had a pattern, wanted to figure out which way the wind's blowing so we could have the geese landing into the wind. We laid out our spread of decoys with a pocket in the middle, and just before the sun really came up, we finally nestled down into the ground blinds, and then it's game on, and you just can't wait for the first ones to start sounding.
In Saskatchewan, the time of year we were hunting, we had to get our limit of geese before noon. You can't hunt geese after noon, and I thought, well, that might be tough. Well, boy, was I wrong. We would go out there, and it didn't take long at all. We'd have geese coming in, the dog would be bringing geese in from the field, and we had more coming through. It truly was an incredible experience. And one of the things that made it so much fun is the fact that we're all in lay down blinds, we're comfortable, and everybody can joke around. We can talk, we can laugh. It's not like you've got a one chance opportunity. The geese and birds, they just kept coming.
Sportsman's Alliance, our heritage, our fight, protecting hunting from coast to coast.
Did you know the Sportsmen's Alliance passed the Families of Field legislation in 39 states, which removed legislative barriers and opened the door for more than 1.5 million new and mentored hunters, allowing them to head out to the field for the first time? Just another fun fact showing you how sportsmen and women are helping make a difference. Saskatchewan is an absolutely beautiful place, and when we got up there, most of the time people think of it as being freezing cold, but we had ideal weather conditions. It was really nice, chilly in the mornings, but as the sun came up, I don't even think you could possibly think about the weather, because when you hear all those geese coming over you, it is absolutely incredible. Well, we just finished setting up our spread. We've got an awesome setup here. We've got all our layout blinds. We've got a really nice spread. We've got a pretty good wind today. We're up in Saskatchewan, and we're going to be hunting geese in the mornings along with ducks. And if we don't get our limited ducks, we can also hunt ducks in the afternoons. Now, we're going to be primarily hunting fields on this trip. There are a lot of ducks and geese flying all over right now, so it should be a great week. So I was in for a total treat. I had no idea exactly how this was going to go down. Just put me to work. Tell me what you need me to do, and I will do it.
We got new birds, guys. Get down, get covered up. New birds working on the right here.
Just like hunting big game, there's a lot of technique involved when you're going out duck or goose hunting, and we really had a great guide. Johnny was a blast. He's constantly cracking jokes. He loves goose hunting. He loves duck hunting. He loves all of it. And you can just see that passion. He's particular about where everything goes. And for me, starting again, well, it was great to have. But when it came time, he was on it.
We're up here today in northern Saskatchewan at Buck Paradise Outfitters. I'm your guide, Johnny Prosak, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about how to set up a Canada Goose decoy spread. Now, you always want to pay attention to the wind. The wind's always going to be at your back when you're setting up your spread, and the geese always land into the wind. So what we do is we make a big flare off to the left and a flare off to the right of goose decoys, and then we make a pocket in the center, and that's where our landing strip is going to be. We'll set up our ground blinds, low profile ground blinds in the field here, so everyone has kind of a safe shooting lane, and they'll be shooting all into the pocket, into the center where the geese are landing, as you saw in today's footage. And that way everything's safe, you get really good camera footage, and you're really successful in your goose hunt.
And once you crawl in that layout blind and you know the decoys are set, it's only a matter of time.
You're wide-eyed and you've got the cover down over the top of you, and your eyes are constantly moving from left to right. Your ears, you're trying to pick up any type of a sound. And when they come, it's strange that occasionally you'll get a single, you might get a double, and then all of a sudden you just have a cloud of them descending on you. So the big wide open spaces, you get big flocks, makes for some really exciting times.
This segment was brought to you by Boss Buck. For the most user-friendly and dependable feeder on the market, choose Boss Buck feeders. Now you're getting serious. Winchester Deadly Passion is presented by Cuddyback Digital. More deer, fewer blanks. Hard-hitting Easton Arrows. Golden Triangle Whitetail. Winchester, the American legend. National Deer Alliance. HHA Sports. Scent Killer Gold with Hunt Dry technology. Apply it, dry it, and go hunt. Rage Broadheads, leading the evolution in lethal technology. Convergent Hunting Solutions, where experience, innovation, and passion meet. Sportsmen's Alliance, protecting hunting from coast to coast. Engel Coolers, the original high-performance cooler company. And Moose Utility Division, your leader in ATV, UTV accessories.
Saskatchewan, well, there's a lot of things that they offer. In fact, they have incredible waterfowl hunting early on, but they also have really good deer hunting later on, whether you want to do archery or rifle. And at Buck Paradise, they treat you so well. They've got a beautiful lodge. Grant is incredible, and that's one of the things you really need. You're going up there, you're putting all your chips that they've got a good place to waterfowl hunt, they've got good blinds, they've got good dogs and good guides, and Grant absolutely has it. You will have so much fun in camp, and that's one of the things that makes it even more special. You go out waterfowl hunting, you get your limit, you get to watch, and then you get to come back to camp and spend the time with those people you become close with. And that's one of those things that truly makes a big difference when you're out there hunting.
You know, one of the best things about any hunt, a lot of people think it's really about going out and the hunt and the kill. And for me, it's really not. It's about the camaraderie. It's about traveling with people you want to be with, exploring some new places. Duck hunting, you get up early, you set up your decoys, and if you have a good day, 8 o'clock, you're done, you're packing up, and you go home. Have a brunch, you can sit around a place like this. We shot some pool, just have an opportunity to hang out with people and really enjoy the afternoon.
Well, we just got all our stuff set up this morning. It's even cooler than it was yesterday, but I'm super excited to be out here. We don't have a lot of wind, so we're hoping, our plan was actually to set up in A-frames, but we decided to go with layout blinds again. I'm hoping we've got geese coming right in. They were scouting this last night, and there were geese everywhere, so I'm thinking today should be a good day, and I'm excited to get going.
I've had the good fortune to work for Dixon Field & Stream for 3 years, and it's a passion. I grew up hunting and fishing and anything in the outdoors. I just enjoyed doing it. So when you get a chance to try on some of the gear, take it on field trials, get to hunt with some really spectacular people and travel around the country, it's a pretty special job. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Now, one of the main purposes for going on this hunt, well, that was to test out gear. One of the things I absolutely love about Field & Stream is the fact that they want to know exactly how their gear is performing. We take it out into the field, we test it out, we run it through the ringer, and we find out what works and what needs improvements. And the best part is by the time it comes to you, the end consumer, we have tested this stuff out, and it really does make quite a difference. Plus, we get to have a lot of fun doing it.
Tip of the Week is brought to you by HHA Sports, the world's #1 selling single pin adjustable bow sight.
Growing up in central Minnesota, waterfowl hunting is something I absolutely love. But until recently, I had never had the chance to go up to Canada and see some of the absolutely incredible waterfowl hunting they have to offer. One of the things I made sure to bring along with me was Winchester's blindside. And one of the reasons that this is such an incredible shot shell is the fact that they've taken the hex shot and really helps out hunters. Now what the hex shot does is, because of all the sides, it actually gives more trauma upon impact. The other thing hex shot does, it's more packable. In fact, you get 15% more room for powder, so you've got increased velocities at the muzzle. Now next, you'll see the wad has a diamond-shaped pedals. Now what these pedals do is actually act as air brakes and keep that shot together so you're getting better patterns out in the field. Now the Winchester blindside, it works great with a wide variety of chokes, and by having all these different technologies, even if you're not perfectly centered, you still get amazing results. Another thing Winchester actually improved upon is their dry lock steel shot technology. Now what this does is keep water and moisture away from the powder, so that way it keeps the shell and everything all together. So overall, you're going to get more trauma because of the different sides. Because it's stackable, you get 15% more powder, and overall, you're just going to have much better results using Winchester blindside.
This segment was brought to you by Convergent Hunting Solutions. Try their electronic game calls today, featuring Bluetooth technology to work right with your smartphone. Winchester Deadly Passion is presented by Winchester, the American legend. Matthews Archery, catch us if you can. Field and Stream, where traditions begin. ScoutLookWeather.com. Download the free ScoutLook hunting app for your smartphone. Rangemaster Trailers, luxury gone rugged. Master Hand Milling, revolutionizing the range. Reinhardt, the best archery targets in the world. Garmin, enhance your outdoor adventures. Winchester, the American legend. S4 Gear. Sure Shot Jewelry. Check out the Melissa Bachman collection today. And Boss Buck, for the most user-friendly and dependable feeder on the market. Now you're getting serious. Closed captioning is brought to you by Cuddyback Digital. Upgrade to Cuddyback and your images will never look better.
For me, hunting's all about the memories. And growing up as a young girl in central Minnesota, we really got our start waterfowl hunting. My mom, my dad, that's what they enjoyed bringing us along on. And that's what we did most weekends. Sure, we hunted deer every now and then, but what we did the most is duck and goose hunt. And as a kid, I never, ever could have dreamed that it could be this good. We would go out, we'd hunt public ground, and we would have a wonderful time. But we never saw the numbers like this. One of the crazy things about this hunt, we're up in Saskatchewan, but it has been so warm. In fact, it's been in the 60s, lows have been in the upper 30s, but it's been really nice. Today's one of the first days we've had wind, so it should really help with the hunting, but we've had these bright bluebird sunny days, warm as can be, not what you would think about when you think of Saskatchewan. In fact, I'm coming up here later in November. Something tells me it's probably not going to be this warm when we're deer hunting, but we're going to enjoy it now.
One of the things that I really enjoy about waterfowl hunting is you don't have to be as quiet. You can lay in your blind, you can carry on a conversation, you don't have to worry about scent control per se, but it's still strategic. You've got to lay out the decoys, you have to play the wind, you've got to get yourself into the right cover, and then calling them. I love the interaction with them, getting them to respond to the call, turning them when they're heading in a different direction. And when you bring them in, that's pretty cool.
Days, another day, man, another dollar. That's how I eat.
And that really did make it more fun, because when we saw a flock of geese, I'm not kidding, if he started calling and started flapping around, those geese were coming into us. And that's a feeling that it really does take a little bit to get used to, because I grew up, we'd see geese and maybe 1 out of 30 flocks might come in. Well, here, you'd see them and they would be coming into your spread. Now, one of the things we were doing is hunting these big fields. We were hunting primarily pea fields, and we had just a great setup. We'd put our lay down blinds out, each one of us would be in a row, and we would just wait for Johnny's command, and as soon as he said shoot, here we come out, and it was awesome.
Putting some things up on some paper, really a simple task. But these birds that I'm throwing, no, I keep the upper hand. Everything is just the best and better, valued all you can. Best things coming light when you least expect it, man. And the pieces of the puzzle, really fitting in. I guess it tested my barriers when I'm posted with this pen. Reaping what I sow is truth and fact. Split an image of myself when I'm turning my back. Eyes wide open, dog, you know I'm high off the dream.
Every time you go on a hunt, they always have to come to an end. And that's the part that you look so forward to them with anticipation, and then the couple of days goes by in a heartbeat. We've got to peel off the camo and head back to Saskatoon and get back to work tomorrow.
It's those relationships you form. It's the tradition. It's getting out there and enjoying that time with other people. We had beautiful weather. The waterfowl hunting, you can't beat it. And it really was an overall wonderful experience. And being able to share that with my friends from Field and Stream up in Canada, hunting Saskatchewan, it's a trip that I plan on going back every single year, and something I will never forget.
This for my people that keep their head up. This for my people that's down with me.
This segment was brought to you by Rangemaster Trailers, the ideal combination of rugged durability and luxurious comfort. Built on a lightweight all-aluminum frame, the Rangemaster can be customized for all your hunting adventures. Rangemaster Trailers, luxury's gone rugged.